Hey everyone, it's Arcade Note here, and I realized that it's been months since I covered some indie titles. I felt that I neglected a lot of wonderful games, and Dead Estate is one of them. I've been playing this Dead Estate lately, and I'm not gonna deny why I'm into it. I came for the plot, and I stay for the plot. It was love at first sight with this lovely witch lady Cordelia, and it's too late to turn back, and I'm too tired to go on. I entered into the world of this action roguelike experience, inspired by horror classics like the first Resident Evil, and I might already be addicted to it. This delightful fusion of isometric action roguelike with horror elements is designed and developed by Milk Bar lads, and somehow they really did a good job bringing out the essence of the ambience of 16-bit pixel art that has lots of references from different titles like Metal Gear Solid and even No More Heroes. If you are craving an action roguelike with goofy characters, tons of items and customizations that would change your experience in each turn, then probably Dead Estate is just for you. Dead Estate immerses you into a Resident Evil-like scenario. Our first two characters, Jeff and Jules, are surrounded by zombies and other monstrous creatures as they try to shelter themselves in a mansion filled with experiments, cultists, and even weird corporate slaves. While the plotline may initially appear reminiscent of a classic such as House of the Dead or something like Evil Dead, it slowly gets even more interesting with Cordelia and her relationship with the mansion and what lurks deeper in this hell of a mansion. As you start to play with Jeff and Jules, we learn that each and every character has different aspects, like Jeff starts with low agility but high health pool with a pistol as his weapon. Jules acts fast and can jump higher but uses a shotgun with close fire range with low health. Here, I must say that Jeff felt more like the easy mode, where you can learn more about the mechanics and the basics and also the bosses, getting used to the gameplay of Dead Estate. As Jules' experience felt like a hard mode with her low attack range and low health. I was able to reach the normal ending of Jeff on my first try, but only during my 4th or 5th run with Jules, I was able to finish the game, achieving the normal ending and unlocking Cordelia, which would help me to unlock the maps leading to the true ending. You will find yourself finishing Dead Estate over and over again if you want to see the true ending and unravel the story, or if you want to unlock different costumes, different characters with different playstyles, curses that would add flavor to your gameplay, and much more. As Dead Estate started first as a browser game and is now a full-fledged experience that receives big updates with new maps and new characters, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of content Milk Bar lads would present in the future. Visually, Dead Estate successfully delivers the atmosphere of retro games. The 16-bit pixel art style creates a unique, cute horror style full of gore, grotesque monsters, and explosions. Although Dead Estate looks colorful and vibrant, sometimes it can be quite difficult to follow where the enemies attack or if you can dodge upcoming projectile attacks due to the perspective of a fixed camera. It might take a while to understand how these projectiles work and how to dodge them, but besides that, each and every scene of Cordelia and other NPC scenes are quite charming, maybe too charming. As Cordelia greets you in her shop as a doctor or sometimes as a banker or a gun dealer, a different Cordelia appears. It might just be me, but I really love such small touches, characters appearing with different styles, and not only that, but short character introduction videos are also quite fun to watch. During my plays with Jeff and Jules, I was fixated to unlock Cordelia as soon as possible, and without realizing, I have also unlocked Mamba the Experiment from the 4th floor laboratory, boss from the hidden toilet map first. And later on, I also tried to unlock Digby, the Boy Scout, from purchasing every map on each floor from Cordelia's shop, and Fuji by upgrading Jeff's health pool to 12. As you can see, unlocking new characters are not a chore, so even if you don't like Jeff or Jules, you have different possibilities to change your character and finish the run with the character that your gameplay style fits. And at that time, just as you think everything goes smoothly, chunks appear. Chunks is the Mr. X or nemesis of Dead Estate and appear if you spend too much time on a floor. You can run away from it, you can even try to deal damage and try to stun it. However, it is easier said than done. You probably won't have enough power to stop Chunks at first until you start your loop run by jumping from the balcony after the 4th floor. I would recommend you to start doing loop runs if you are aiming for a true ending for each character, but with each looped run, Dead Estate becomes even deadlier. The floors can burn to deal damage to all enemies or sometimes be flooded, which would lower your agility, preventing you to move fast. Despite its 16-bit unique visuals, diverse characters and customization items, Dead Estate does not hold back when it comes to difficulty. You won't be able to finish a run easily, you might need sufficient reflexes and some luck also. Dead Estate monsters are relentless, there are lots of spike traps and poisonous slimes, basically what you would expect from a game called Dead Estate. Anyways, let's talk about Cordelia and her abilities. Cordelia does not use any weapons like other characters, but she is the stuff that can shoot magic, and her other sub-weapon arsenal are also different spells like Fireball, exploding eggs and whatsoever. And also, she can glide through the air during a double jump. It might seem rough at first glance, but Cordelia's sub-weapons and her gliding ability can save her from dire situations. Just like Cordelia, each and every character has a different gimmick. For example, Boss can reflect damage whenever she receives one. The most recent character, Axel, has a hideout room on each floor that can grant him money or additional attributes, and Lydia can gain additional items after she reaches a specific money threshold. This is how I broke Dead Estate. I literally gathered probably over 50 items, beat Chunks more than 5 times during my run with Lydia, and that caused FPS drops. Dead Estate is designed to draw you back in over and over again, whether you try to achieve the true ending with each character or just to see what the most recent major update brought. There is always something new to discover. You will find yourself thinking just one more run, only to find yourself lost in the thrilling chaos of Dead Estate for hours on end. Whether it be a loop run or a grind for Chunks coin that would help you to unlock new curses to adjust your character's run. I think that's what makes Dead Estate addicting, and also Cordelia's personality. Dead Estate is a beautifully crafted action roguelike that is inspired by survival horror classics and creates its own charming atmosphere and goofy characters. To be honest, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing what Milk Bar Lads would cook for the next big update, and I'm looking forward to seeing more costumes for Cordelia as well. We all bought Dead Estate for Cordelia, but the gameplay and the vibrant characters made the whole experience even better. If you're into roguelike experiences like Binding of Isaac, or if you're into classic horror experiences like the first Resident Evil or House of the Dead, just go for it. You won't regret it. As always, thanks for watching today's video. I might dig around the indie titles and share my thoughts about the games that are worth our money and time. And if you have any recommendations, be sure to share by the comments down below. As next, I will see you with a long-awaited character of Guilty Gear series, a character video of Asuka Arkroids, so stay tuned.